Mary Trump, I always think of you whenever I see those family scenes, like we did today in that scene in the Oval Office. I'm sure you could easily, in your mind, fill in the blanks of what was said in that room.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I can. What people need to understand is that Donald doesn't believe that he should be denied anything he wants. And when somebody who's shown himself to be as weak and sycophantic as Mike Pence has the audacity, has the temerity to stand up to him, Donald isn't going to take it well. So that, I believe, was probably the first moment that Donald started to think, wait a minute, I may not be getting my way as easily as I believe I should. And it probably sent everybody in that room into a full-out panic.
I think people are shocked and should be still shocked by much of this evidence. Does any of it shock you whenever this new evidence comes out?
I'm sorry to say it doesn't. And I think it's a sad commentary on how Donald, during the Republican nomination process, during his administration, was covered, that people still don't quite understand the depths to which he would sink, the lengths to which he would go in order to make sure that he gets his way, no matter how illegitimately. And the thing is, during that day, those moments of utter and abject terror that Pence and everybody in that building was going through, Donald was directly responsible for it, first of all, and secondly, he was actively agitating for it because he knew at some point the only way for him to get what he wanted was for the worst possible events to unfold in the Capitol.
So during the attack, while it was very clear the vice president was in danger and Donald Trump knew the vice president was in danger, he tweeted, "Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution, giving states a chance to certify a corrected set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones which they were asked to previously certify. USA demands the truth." Let's look at the video about how the White House staff reacted to that.
The noise from the rioters became audible, at which point we recognized that maybe they had gotten into the building.
Then President Trump tweeted, "Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution."
And some of the White House staff, they were actually shocked by that at that time. They still had the capacity to be shocked about what that man could do.
It's understandable, Lawrence, because we're talking about people who wanted to think, if not the best of him, they wanted to believe that even he had limits. And this was light years beyond anything he had done, at least to people in his orbit. I mean, he had no trouble, of course, with putting up a Muslim ban or putting children in cages. But when it came to his own people, he probably didn't go as far as he ultimately did. So, yes, I guess they were shocked by the fact that he finally crossed that line. In fact, one person said that when he most needed to be a moderating influence, he put gasoline on the fire. What I think we need to be more explicit. What he was doing was handing down a death sentence.
So Chris Hayes raised this issue in the first hour of our coverage tonight about that tweet. When that tweet goes out, Donald Trump knows that Mike Pence is in danger, and he's sending out a tweet that he has to know can only increase the danger, the physical danger, the life-threatening danger to Mike Pence.
Yes, and that was deliberate. And it was because, again, once Mike Pence made it clear to Donald that he was not going to go along with the plan, that he was, for once, going to stand up and do the right thing, even after not wanting to for a very long time, Donald realized the only recourse he had was to get the mob, to get those violent insurrectionists to do what he wanted them to do in order to put a stop to the electoral college count and delay the vote or give him an opportunity to declare martial law.
Yeah,
Mike Pence be damned.
Yeah, and what Rudy Giuliani was doing during the delay, while the count was shut down, was actually trying to lobby members of Congress to join this revolt against the Electoral College count. So if you had given him a couple of days by injuring Mike Pence, they would have welcomed it.
They would have welcomed it, and I think what's one of the most chilling things of all is that the normalization of what Donald had done, the revisionist history began almost immediately when over 140 members of Congress still, despite everything that they had lived through and everything they knew had happened, still voted against proceeding with the calling the results of the free and fair election.